Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another edition of This Week in History. I'm Alexandra Schneider. In case you didn't already know, thanks again for tuning in. This week in 1919, in the wake of the First World War, numerous staples were in short supply, including everyone's favorite, sugar. White sugar was consistently selling out at grocery stores, and owners were having a very hard time keeping it on the shelves. To counteract the shortage, housewives were being asked to revert to their wartime frugality, using brown sugar for cooking and cube sugar for the table, since both of these were still in ready supply. One of the specific consequences for the sugar shortage was the inability to preserve fresh fruit, though the Lake Forest journalist covering this shortage was apparently rather health conscious and added a gentle reminder that, in fact, fruit can be eaten without being preserved in sugar, and people should indeed be encouraged to do so. And in 1929, a mysterious midnight explosion destroyed a home located on Sheridan Place and Bryan Lane in Lake Bluff. The local police were aided by the fire marshal in investigating the source of the blast and the subsequent blaze. At the time of the article, the only indication that the fire source may have been deliberate was the lingering odor of gasoline or kerosene on fragments of a mattress that were found. The explosion roused several neighbors, and debris was found up to 50 feet away from the perimeter of the house. Luckily, the owner of the property, E.A. Kuharski, along with his tenants, his brother and his brother's wife, and lodger Ignace Solinsky, were not home at the time of the explosion. And finally, nowadays, many of us groan when we go to the mailbox after Labor Day and see the first of the Christmas catalogs in the mailbox. But in 1943, during the Second World War, early shopping was a necessity if gifts were to reach loved ones overseas. The Lake Forester reminded locals that if gifts were to reach their loved ones in time, they needed to be sent out between September 15th and October 15th. If that deadline was missed, a written request from a soldier or sailor would have to be presented with the parcel, and as noted by the journalist who wrote the article, no service person should have to ask for a Christmas present. Reasons for the early sending dates included the vast distances the parcel may need to travel, the amount of time it would take to forward a package since servicemen and women were transferred with some frequency, and the preference given to medical supplies, reinforcements, food, and other necessities that took up shipping space. There you have it. That's This Week in History. Thanks again for tuning in, and be sure to check out the History Center website for more great content.